Hi Scorpios, and welcome to your December 2021 tarot reading. I'm Ashley Rose, and this is your monthly reading for December, if I didn't say that enough. This reading is for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so anytime throughout the month you want to come back and check this out, or next year, whenever it is, it's here for you. I'm going to get set up. We are doing 7 cards for the overview of this month. 1 oracle card, 3 cards for your love life, 3 to clarify that, and then we will end this month with an affirmation card, my favorite. But we are in, so we start off December in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is, you know, the risk taker, the one who's ready for adventure. It's this time where Sagittarius are questioning and challenging their philosophies and ideas on life to grow and deepen their connection to life and their energy, essentially. So this month we are going to see that in new opportunities kind of popping out. We are going to see it because I shouldn't say because, I'm backing up a couple words. Last month in the end of Scorpio season, which happy birthday, by the way, belated, we had that eclipse at the end of the month, and it really dug up and it brought everything to the surface that we needed to change, that we needed to fix, that we needed to maybe reprogram or release. And the beginning of this month, when we're in Sagittarius season, we have the energy and the drive to go after it, to take an adventure and figure out a new plan on how we're going to move and progress forward that is aligned with what we're bringing in. Whew. Then at the end of this month, we leave it and we end the year in Capricorn. And Capricorn season, what's going to happen is like this karmic balance of everything. So what no longer is for you, does not serve you, will be leaving. And what is for you and what's moving and what is coming, let's get my words together. What is for you and what is really going to progress into your future you're going to be putting in the work towards that. Sorry, that was this weird mouthful trying to get out. So it's important to really be intentional about where you're placing yourself and what you're doing, and also just be kind to yourself throughout this month, because it is the start of all of these changes taking place, and we have a solar eclipse happening on the 4th. I'm making this video a little bit before, in the week of the eclipse, and the energy we start the month off with is it's like anxious. It feels a little prickly, a little unsettled. We can just feel it within us, and that is really going to be helping us change our perspective moving forward and help kind of jiggle off all of this excess energy that has just been hanging around. That really helps us kind of dive into the things that we need to change, because ultimately in 18 months things are going to be very different than how they are now, and it's just the start. So I don't want to say be careful, be gracious and give yourself some compassion throughout this month, as you are just a human experiencing life, experiencing the world, and the universe is helping you out with it, which, if you think about it in a really cool way, that's really freaking awesome, because you really just get to sit back and relax. There's some work we got to do, for sure, but it's kind of just sitting back and doing the work that the universe is kind of pointing at us to do, and just let the rest unfold the way it should, which is a little scary. But this month, okay, I'm going to take the ones I flipped. Okie dokie. And so I'm going to talk about one of these cards later coming up. It kind of did a little flip, and I like to talk about both sides when it does that, because the energy, I feel like, is just a little conflicted. I'm proud of us, Scorpio. I'm proud of you, Scorpios, because you really are working through the fears, your illusions, the grief that has popped up in the past, things that are, sorry. Oh gosh, I love it. I love it. Sorry. These things and old dreams in the past that just, you know, maybe caused a lot of heartache, things that we went through, beliefs, breakups, just trauma. We are releasing that. We are not allowing ourselves anymore to get caught up in the illusions and to get caught up in the fantasy of everything. You're really putting your money where your mouth is, and you're going to be one of the signs that feels this eclipse season a lot more than the others, because this eclipse is on the Scorpio Taurus axis, sorry. And it's really pushing on you two specifically to change a lot in your life. So we're changing our dreams, we're changing the way that we think, we're changing the way that we go through life in a way that's going to benefit us and be positively impactful. I need to come up with a better word. But all that change can sometimes make us a little nervous and can sometimes still pop up, you know, still have these old habits pop up because we may be a little insecure or we are a little unsure of where we're at and where we're going, which is okay. We're human, it happens, but don't get stuck there. Oh, wow. We're gonna keep these because, sorry. Because there's a lot of choices to be making in our life, right? But it's important to not not be the one playing games with you, right? There's so many people in this world that we interact with and on a day-to-day basis, or friends, family, that may be playing games with us. For us not to be playing the game, geez Louise, for us not to be playing games with ourselves. I do not know what's going on. I'm just so excited. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask you to please calm down. Oh. Oh. I'm excited for so young. I don't even know where I was before. Opportunities, choices. We have a lot of them coming in, and we're at this point because we've made so much progress that the ball's kind of in our court with how we choose to use our energy and how we choose to apply it. And we're getting this understanding of what we put in is what we get out. And so how can we create more abundance? How can we create more stability? How can we create more beauty in our life? How can we connect to what we love and build from that place instead of building from a place of being scared and playing games because you don't want to be the one hurt in the end, right? You're good at that, Scorpios. I love you because you're so good at keeping yourself protected. You're so good at keeping your boundaries up. But this month is going to push you to drop your boundary a little bit, to become a little exposed and to open up your heart to new places and new beginnings, because there's a lot happening around you. And it's just really important that you're in that place and you're ready, because regardless, like everybody, whether we like it or not, things are changing and our spirits are pushing us to be in a place that's just more authentic, that's more us, that we're no longer hiding behind these masks or these facades, or, you know, digging down deep so that nobody can see us, that we allow ourselves to be seen, because there's so much to you that needs to be seen, that wants to be seen, that's ready, that we need to let these old things go. So starting off the month, I love it because we have the moon in reverse, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 7 of Cups in reverse. The moon upright like this is about, you know, being scared by your fears, being scared by your insecurities, by seeing this long road ahead of you and wanting to back out because there's wolves howling at the night, and there's this little lobster down there that's gonna pinch you, and there's these 2 towers that might fall, and you're just like, oh, I don't want to go down that road. Just would rather not. But in reverse, we're going down that road. We decided to get in the driver's seat of our life and to work through the things that used to stop us before, to work through the grief that we held in our heart, the things that hurt us, the traumas, the past memories that were really hard to uncover, but they're front and center in our face, and we cannot hide from them any longer. And you made the choice to do this, to uncover this, to move through it, because you can see what you have to offer this world and this life for the collective, and you want to contribute. You want to be a contributing participant participator in the life that you're building. And so to do that, you have to work through these things, and you're working through them. And I am so freaking proud of you, because that is so big. And then we have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. And when it's this way, it's like having so many choices, so many dreams, you don't know what to do, that you're just getting caught up in them. And you're just stuck in this fantasy world all the time, which can be fun to do, but totally, it's like procrastination. You're just, it almost like, not overanalysis paralysis, you're not over, you're just procrastinating, and you're just fantasizing about all the things that could happen without like taking action towards them. But we're not doing that. We're narrowing it down. We see what we need to do, and we're not stopping ourselves from moving forward any longer. But what will show its head this month is the Seven of Swords. And that's that playing games and being a little insecure and being fearful because you moved through all these things. And it's just like, I think it's like this being in the unknown, because you're doing so many things and you've worked so hard that you're in a new space, you're in a new chapter, you started writing a new book, and you're just unsure on how to move forward. So there might be some old behaviors, some old thoughts that pop back up, but it's going to be your work this month to not allow those things to play games with your future, because ultimately that's what you will be doing, right? There's nobody else here in this card but you. And when we try to deceive others or play games with others or hurt others, all it really does is hurt ourselves, because we learn that we can't trust ourselves. We learn that we are the things that, or that's what we're telling our brains at least, that we are the things that we are saying or the things that we are doing, and that there are not good people out there, that people will do these things to me. So it's super important that we stay honest and authentic to who we are, and intentional about what we're doing. If things happen this month and you are human and you partake in some of these activities, you probably will. It's showing up in the cards. Don't be hard on yourself. It's a learning lesson. It's going to happen. It's happening to show you an opportunity to move through. We have the Lovers here. And the Lovers is about a relationship, yes, but also opportunities and choices that you can make, that you make with other people, for yourself, for the greater good of what you have going on, right? And this angel comes in to help you make that decision, to help you move forward, that there is this mountain to climb, but there's nothing to be scared of if we can move through it together, right? If we know that we have support, if we know that we can talk and communicate about what we're doing, and knowing that we can soothe our mind and tap into our creativity as a I wouldn't say a source, but as a way to get our energy out, a way to express our energy, to get it flowing. If we're stuck, go work out, do yoga, move your energy around. It's going to be really helpful. Do it with people too, because I feel like what this is saying here is that it'll be really nice, I would say the word nice, to share, you know, your understandings, your findings with somebody that you love and somebody that you care about, somebody that helps you see the source that's within you and brings that balance into your life. And this could be good family relationships, this could be a partner, this could be the relationship that you have with yourself, but it's ultimately helping you bring balance and bring peace in to the circumstances and situations where you may feel like you need to bring out a little bit of sneaky attitude. But we're done with sneaky, because we're moving to the Magician and the Empress. So look at all these. You have a lot of major arcana cards throughout your whole spread, and even here at the bottom we have Death. And so it's about that letting go of the things that just no longer serve you, and moving towards this happy ending, because it's so close. You're so much closer than you think, and it's going to take a little bit of work, and it's not going to happen overnight. You're not just going to wake up and all of these things be fixed. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to take some trial and error to learn yourself and understand this new version of you that you're moving into. But ultimately, this new version of you is connected divinely, that trusts its desires and knows that wherever I put my energy, I can create the life that I desire. I can create beauty. I can create, again, success, comfort, abundance, love in my life. When I am love, I can create love, right? As above, so below. So what I put up here in the spiritual world happens down here in the physical. So it's super important to stay connected to yourself in that sense as well. But before I move on, 6 is the number for temporary opportunity. So you have this temporary opportunity this month to do that. Do that, please, because you're going to see great success that comes from it. We have the Empress and the Magician, and both of these cards are talking about new beginnings. And look at how happy they are. There's so much color, there's so much yellow in these cards, and when I see color, I see life. Look at this color all around me. And it is so, and it makes me feel so happy and so warm. So stay tapped into that energy that makes you feel warm, that makes you, right? We have this death here, and I'm talking about death and rebirth because there's all these flowers, and these roses symbolize a rebirth. So allow yourself to be reborn, a more authentic version of you, a version of you that is intentional, that's loving, that creates the life that you love out of love to share with those around you that you love, that's patient and kind, and that knows that they are connected and they are divine, and that their energy is infinite, and that they can always tap into it and always lean into it for guidance and understanding. And we're learning how to communicate those things. So it might be a little bumpy road at first because you're learning. Give yourself time, give yourself space to do it. Like I said, it can't happen overnight. And being upset at yourself is going to put you back a little bit, then move forward, but embrace this energy. This Magician being in reverse, I feel like that some of us just feeling that and feeding into this energy, but we can move it around. It's just a mindset that we're moving through this month, and we have lots of opportunities coming up to help us progress through that. If you're hearing snoring, it is my dog. She's an old lady, and we just got her last week, and she just sleeps and snores, but sometimes it's a little loud, so I just wanted to touch on that really quick. But then we have the Empress here, and oh, I love her because she is abundant. She is about birthing new ideas and being tapped into these new ideas. So the ideas that you get to create, that you get the opportunity to be a part of, take them, because they are going to bring abundance in all the things that you ever wanted. And there's this little river in the background there, the only little glimmer of water in the card, and that's your intuition. So trust it, trust where it's taking you, because you're sitting on these pillows of your comfort and your creativity, and it is your choice how you choose to move forward and what you're going to do with that. So choose the path that your intuition is telling you, because it's really going to bring you to somewhere beautiful. Look at her, she's sitting here in this garden of everything she's ever harvested. That's you, ready to harvest all the things, and being this Venus, the symbol for Venus down here, connected to your love, connected to your source. And there's so much yellow in your spread here that even though this might be difficult and it's sitting in the middle of your reading, it's happening for a reason, and it's happening for your happiness. You're ready to move through these things. And so then we have our oracle card, and usually I only pull one, but 3 popped out, and I felt like they were all very important. So we have take a break. So it's going to be, and I think that applies directly, take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. I feel like that goes with that. Take a break from these things, take a break from thoughts, from the fears, right? We've got the moon in the sky, and go out there and just feel, just be. There's so much pink, and that makes me feel love, that makes me feel just comfort and peace. And there's this girl in the water, just open arms, ready to receive from the universe, and stop, and she's not trying to counteract or do more. She's just taking a break and appreciating what's around. So take a break and appreciate what you have around you, right? Because the Empress too, she's very grateful about everything that's in her life. And then we have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancestors stand beside, ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yes, because as you're going through this, and even that's what I mean with this Lovers is, this angel helping you go through, helping you, you know, make these decisions and see the opportunities. You're not alone. This might feel like a solo journey that you're going through this month, but you're really not alone here. You know, pay attention for earth signs in your life, because we have the Empress, and the King of Pentacles pops up later on. So pay attention to those. We're on the Scorpio Taurus axis. So you and Taurus are both going through some things, and they might be helpful to learn from each other and know that you're not alone through this, right? And then we have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. 100%. You're birthing a new age, so you have to let go of these things. You have to release. You are setting an example for others how to be. You're being a service. So allow that to happen naturally. Allow it to unfold. Look at just sitting here connected to everything that's around you. That's going to be you this month. Like, this is energy coming off you because you're intentionally trying to connect. Then we have our love reading. We have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now with the Hierophant in reverse. We have wedding. This situation involves a marriage with the Empress. And we have past life relationship. You have known each other before with the King of Pentacles. I love this. So for a lot, there's some love here. There's some love in our life. And we have financial issues or finances and career with the Hierophant in reverse. This is just like, with it upright, this is like a sense of community, religious, and going to them for the answers, right? Maybe that's the way that we've done things before, but here we are not looking for other people to kind of help us out and show us the way through that. We're finding that out through ourselves. And so just take a look at your finances, what you have going on in your career, what's moving for you, and know that the things that are, if you're unhappy with your career and you're allowing it to affect your love life or your friendships or your partnerships, whatever it may be, take a step back and acknowledge that you're exactly where you need to be and everything's happening and you're birthing new stuff in. And so that these things to worry about are just a distraction, and they're distracting you from the good things that are in your life. And that's that wedding, and that's that past life relationship where you've already known each other, and there's so many good things to be felt from this, right? Because we have wedding in the Empress, and that's exactly what she created for herself. She knew what she wanted. She saw the love in her life, and she went out and she got it. This is a new beginning. This is communication. This is having fun. So maybe there are some of us that are getting married, that are getting engaged. Some of us that are just in a really good space with our partners, and that's so important to also recognize and give, you know, the appropriate love and attention to, and just be there and be present, because maybe you're not now, but it could result in something later. And then we have, you know, past life relationship. We've known each other before, the King of Pentacles, and that's why I say this relationship, somebody with, so that's an earth sign, but because it makes you comfort. There's comfort, there's security, there's, you know, abundance here. There's a lot to grow into and a lot to be grateful for within this relationship. So take the opportunity to see that, to seize that, to be grateful about what that has coming up, because there's a lot of good, I feel a lot of good energy with, in terms of that. And that's something that we can lean on, right? Because we have the Lovers here. So this relationship that you have is something that you can lean on, something that you can look back and go to and be happy and appreciative, you know, that you had that person to help you through that hard, this, you know, this little bump in the road, we'll say. And we have, well, I love it because I was thinking this, so it's so funny. Libra's got this too. And I was thinking about, this would be a great one for you guys as well. So I love that it came up, but it is, I am patient, knowing that whatever is of the highest good is coming to me. So it's about being patient this month and working through what comes up and allowing and releasing what isn't for you, right? And allowing the things that are coming in to come in, and to be grateful for what's already around. So I love you guys. That's where I'm going to leave it. If you'd like to know more about me, check out my links in the description. Otherwise, I will see you guys later in the daily tarot readings.